All right, we've got here with us Monica. Glad you're here. Hope everybody's doing all right your way. She's representing Bryan Insurance Agency today. We're going to talk the difference between a independent agent and one that just represents a certain company.
Called a captive agent.
Okay, I'm glad you got that because I have no idea.
Yeah. So a captive agent is somebody who sells just for one company. So your state farms, your farm bureaus, those kind of people.
All states,
yeah, those kind of, those are your captives. So your independents, we sell for hundreds of companies. So when we quote your business, we're looking at a market at different companies that carry and are interested in insuring that risk. So we send it out to, 5, 6, 8, 10, whatever the need be, to come
Get
back
the best
with,
deal.
Yeah, best deal, best coverage for the best bang for your buck. But coverage is our big important thing that we're looking at.
Yeah, so one of the things that's kind of wild about that is that over the years, I'm like you when you were mentioning these names of these insurance companies. You hear them all the time.
Yeah.
And then what's wild is that I'll come over to y'all's office and I'll walk in there and I'll see a piece of paper on Sonia's desk. I'm like, what is that? She goes, that's an insurance company. They got some names out there I have never heard of.
Oh yeah, we not only that, but we also sell what they call a surplus line. So those things are sold from London, England, like across the ocean.
Wow.
So those are usually bigger, more exposure. Standard markets. Your carriers right here, they're just kind of like, they're a little scared of it. So those. The London,
like
the
Lloyd's of London.
The Lloyd's of London will cover just about anything for a cost.
Wow.
So, I've heard some crazy stuff. I haven't done it personally, but I've heard fingers for piano players and musicians and
I know some
legs
of the,
for dancers.
Yeah, legs for dancers. I know that some of the NFL kickers, they will insure their leg.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, those companies. But, for right here at home, we have, and we have access to some of those markets. We have access to Progressive, Allstate. So, you get online and you can do it, but unless you're savvy in that, and I didn't understand a lot of it. I thought I did until I actually started doing this and learned insurance. But, you get online and you buy something from Progressive, and then when it comes to us and we look at it, we're like, whoa, did you realize? Because you don't realize what you're buying unless you're savvy and get the lingo.
We should share our beautiful voices, Rick.
We ought to do that.
Can we do that?
I can share our voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be a value in that. I'm not sure.
See, this is what I deal with all the time. I try very hard to have a little self-esteem. I try to have real hard.
We can do it. there's just a price for it.
That was hurtful.
Let's say, what's your premium? 37 cents. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. But yeah, that's a pretty big deal because I know a lot of people with businesses, especially, that are looking for the best deal, the best bang for their buck, the most coverage for all that stuff, and we're able to go out there and throw lines out a whole lot of different agencies or different companies. Will give a business a choice instead of coming back with, bam, this is all you got.
Right. Yeah, we have access to different coverages through those different markets and different areas that some of your captives don't, and they sometimes those captives will try to meet limits and try to do things, and you've got the dollar amount right, but you don't have the coverage that lies under all of that that you actually need. So we've run into that a lot.
Well, that's a pretty big deal.
Policies,
so if you, I don't know how you, if you estimate, how many companies do you think?
Oh my gosh. If I say 30 or 40 companies that we go to, that's who we directly deal with. But then those are brokers that we deal with. And then those guys have, oh my gosh, thousands of companies that they can go to. So we have a broker that we can go to and say, okay, on average, I might market something to 5 companies. Let's just say that. So we go to 5 companies. But those people are going out to the market, to their companies. And, something that I learned and I've educated a lot of my clients on, insurance isn't like building a home. So when you decide to build a home, you go to a contractor, you go to several contractors, and you get bids from those guys. And you're going to get a bid here, right here local. You've got, what, 3 lumber yards? Your builders are pretty much going to go to those 3 lumber yards, and every contractor you've talked to is going to get a bid. Well, that's not the way it works in insurance. So if you come to me and go to the guy down the street, and we go to the same carrier, or 2 different carriers, and they go out to market, whoever gets that quote request to that market first gets the quote. They don't issue a quote to both agents. So sometimes markets get blocked like that, and so it's when you start shopping, sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot.
Wow.
So when you pick an agent, you really want to pick somebody that knows and that you trust, and that's going to really dive in and take care of and know your exposures. It's cost some guys some money for me. I dealing with oil field consultants. I've actually had one guy that it cost him about $11,000. He went to another company first. They couldn't meet the requirements for the contract that he needed. And so when he came to me and I went out to market with it, well, market was blocked, and you can get something signed. It's called an AOR, a BOR. It's a form that releases that quote to the new agent. We did that, but because of the way they filled out the supplemental for that other agent, the information they provided to him and answered questions incorrectly, it cost, and the market's like, no, we're not going back. So he was stuck paying that. Now at renewal, we're able to clarify and get those things corrected, and his premium will go down, but he's stuck paying about $11,000 this year that he wouldn't have to pay.
Well, so there's benefits to going to an independent agent.
Independent agent, and an agent that you trust and that has got some experience and knows what they're doing.
That's pretty cool.
So
well, that's some good stuff there. All right, how do we get a hold of you guys and other businesses, people out there all throughout the big country in our area here that can help you out? How do we get a hold of you?
we're on the 2nd floor of the Sierra Bank building. We can also call us 940-549-2525. In Graham, and you've put me on the spot because I don't know the
Hudson Oaks
location.
But you can go to BryanINS.com.
Yeah, BryanINS.com, and there's actually a spot there that you can fill out a little quick, if looking for a quote kind of thing. Check just punch in some stuff, and somebody will give you a call.
And it's a real cool website too.
It is a cool website.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
and it has our pictures on it too, if you want to see what we look like.
Know what everybody looks like.
Yeah.
I know. And you're going to pay $5 for yours, right?
Well, I have to pay $5 for Tanner's selfies.
Tanner's.
Yeah, Tanner's deploying this morning.
Mm-hmm.
He's leaving, and so he sent me a picture and said, "Mom, I'm selling selfies for $5." So I immediately Venmoed the kid.
Well, you got some good boys, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, well, thanks, Monty, come by and visit with us. Very much appreciated.
Thanks,
Always
guys.
welcome. All right.